Tim and Tony podcast brings you
the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim.
and Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about Men in Black.
Are you not entertained?
Cool party.
Great Scott! I have an army.
We have a hope.
Yeah, but don't forget.
Welcome to Earth.
I'll be back.
You play ball like a girl!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Fucking spectacular.
Actually works with the Will Smith.
I
forgot he was
Welcome
in there.
to Earth. But like we've been doing, we'll start our episode with an interview before the movie. So why did we choose Men in Black? Or why Men in Black?
Why Men in Black? Well, besides it being a great movie.
Fantastic.
Yes. Great trilogy.
Yes.
The Men in Black International is coming out tomorrow, I guess, if we're posting this Wednesday. So, yeah. So we figured might as well try to...
What better time to do the movie than?
Yeah, jump on.
Jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. All right. What was your favorite alien race? In not only this one, but all of them. If you had one.
Oh wow.
Because I know mine.
If I'm sticking to this one,
Yeah, we'll do this one and then
all of them.
Yeah.
If we're doing this one, probably the little twig guys.
Yeah. The guys with the coffee,
The guys
and the
with
cigarettes,
the coffee
yeah.
and the cigarettes. Yeah. For this one for sure, and then I guess overall are the Carillions. Is that one of them? That sounds familiar.
It does.
Sounds like it would absolutely be.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah. That's my answer.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Mine for this one, I would go...
because there are so many different
Yeah.
ones that they do bring up.
Ooh, this one, I would go... Maybe the squid that he helps give...
Reggie?
Yeah. Reggie's...
whatever Reggie is.
Yeah. Whatever race that is.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And then my favorite overall is, I think it's the second one, when they're in Jeeves' place trying to neuralize him.
Yeah.
And it's like there's like 3 or 4 different ones, but I think it's like, okay, he's a Balchinian. And he like pulls this thing down and his balls are just hanging there. It's like the dumbest joke, but it's so funny.
It works so perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think he kicks him in the groin first.
Yeah.
And, like, it doesn't do anything.
That's one of those where they after
Or,
the first movie they're like, oh, we could totally do this.
Or Bismarcky in the second one's a good one. Just beatboxing.
What's your favorite weapon or gadget?
All right, Neuralizer is pretty good.
That's a standard.
Yeah, but I think I'd go with the car. Like
Ooh,
the car
that
in
is a good
general,
answer, yeah.
with like the autopilot. The guy comes up. He used to be a black guy, but he keeps getting pulled over. Yeah, that's a good one. Weapon.
I already know my weapon.
I'm gonna go with. That's a tough one. Maybe the alien in the third one, the main bad guy. We had those spikes.
Oh yeah,
I'll go with that. That was a pretty cool one.
That's a good one. So my weapon is definitely the noisy cricket.
Noisy cricket.
Yeah. That's just a given for me. Gadget is, you took the good ones. I'll say that.
I'm trying to think of what other ones.
Because I mean, even in the first one, they had like that
ball that he
vault
plays.
Of stuff, yeah.
The ball that he plays with.
Gadget.
Oh, the third one, the time travel, the device thing.
Yeah, the little. Yeah, I'm gonna. Why the sunglasses? Even though they don't really
they don't do anything.
They just look cool. Also, at the end of this one, his sunglasses look like the ones from Wild Wild West, where they're like thinner.
Oh yeah.
The weird, like thin, small ones.
Okay. I think we don't rank the Men in Black movies at the end, so we might as well do them now. There's not too many to rank. I think
3.
Figured. What would be your
3 to 4? My rank. 1, 3, 2.
Okay, I think I go in order. 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3?
Yeah. 1's the best. 2 is right there. I think 3 is just down because it's not Tommy Lee, but it is Josh Brolin.
But it's Josh Brolin doing a perfect Tommy Lee, so like that kind of brings it back up.
No, but sometimes I would maybe even put 2 higher than 1.
Yeah, it depends on. I mean, I just watched 1, so that's my top. But
and it's like the roles reversed. It's Jay trying to teach.
he's trying to.
Kay all this stuff now.
Right. And I forget. In 2, is it still the girl from the first one? No, it's
Rosario.
Rosario. Yeah. So like, where did she go?
They I think they
completely
say
do not do anything.
It's like a one line after he flashes. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
the guy from like Ted and like all that.
They just
kind of like name blanking on it. Patrick Warburton, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, into.
They flash. He flashes him, and then they like do a line like, "Oh yeah, whatever her name was didn't last long either," and you flashed her.
Okay.
Like, yeah, she missed the morgue or something like that, and that was it.
Yeah, that's one of those. Just explain it away.
Mm-hmm.
And then our last question comes from a fan submitted on Twitter, handle MC Sucks. The question is, why is Mike Coca not on any episodes?
Many theories behind it, but he sucks.
So
he's a coward.
Great Twitter handle there.
Great Twitter.
Nails it.
Yeah, he's just a coward.
Yeah, just doesn't want to do.
Yep.
We'll do other podcasts, but not ours.
But not. I mean, guy doesn't invite you to his wedding. You invite him to a podcast.
All is lost.
Okay, let's jump right into our first segment, a Tim and Tony review of Men in Black.
Hold on to your butts.
This week we will be talking about a police officer who joins a secret organization that polices and monitors extraterrestrial interactions on Earth.
All right, with our top 5s, I think you're up first. I don't know. You can go.
So yeah, I'll go first
because I think next week I'll be going first.
Yeah. So my top 5, the number 1. Sorry, honorable mentions. It even says it there. The Danny Elfman score.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you don't really notice it throughout the movie, but except the beginning and like the end when it's just like the credits.
Yeah.
But then you go back and watch it again. It's like subtly throughout everything. And then the Will Smith Men in Black, the song.
Yep.
Which stands on its own almost. I think I have it on a playlist somewhere, just playing Men in Black.
Along with Wild Wild West.
Yeah. all of his movies that he does the soundtrack to. And then another honorable mention is just the gifability of this movie. Like watching it back when he's like, when she asks him in the morgue when she's like trying to come onto him, he thinks he's like, oh no, just kind of like brushes it off. And then when the ball goes around the rooms, he's just like, oh damn, no.
Yeah, it's just yelling. Duck, watch your head.
And then all the other small scenes he's got. And then my number 5 is the cast of the movie. So, I mean, obviously Will Smith and Tommy Lee kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rip Torn is like the main guy. Another good, perfect casting.
Yeah.
The state troopers in the beginning of the movie. The main guy
that gets
like all the
alien.
Yeah, that sees the alien. I think that's the guy from Ocean's 11. Like the main guy where he's like they're at the van, or 13 maybe. No, it's 11. When they like go to the van that's on the airport, he's like, "Oh, shoot the tires," and there's nothing in it. I think that might be the same guy.
I know what scene you're talking about.
Looks extremely similar. Also, he looked like the pilot from Con Air. I don't think it is him.
No.
No.
The pilot, the first pilot.
Yeah.
It might have been.
That might have been. So like he plays that pilot cop character type. And then the only other cop that talks is
the second guy.
The second guy is in, I think, Blue Streak is what I recognize
him from.
So like just like even the background characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have it down there, but like Monk is one of them.
Yeah,
like that's just
Tony
another
Shalhoub.
yeah.
Monk.
That's how I know.
Yep.
My number 4 is the beginning interrogation scene, which leads into him meeting Kay. So like the police are like, so he had
I think
two
you pushed
systems.
him. Yeah.
No, I think you pushed him over. Or, why weren't the other officers there? Well, the other officers
A little pudgy around the midsection.
and then just like how that leads into meeting Kay and like starting into
The chick from the morgue gets flashed.
It's like immediately it's like, I believe you, come and meet me, and then boom, gone.
Memories erased.
My number 3 is like all the minor details in the movie. So like when they're showing his old school principal, he's like, oh yeah, we all thought she was from a different planet or whatever. It shows like where the school is, and it's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So like it's where he was born and raised. Like the scene, Who's an Alien? Just like that's like a funny,
all the different
people and like the scenes of them. And then like all the things that happen in real life. So like the World's Fair thing, all the other
77
events.
blackout.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How they just like subtly throw them in there and it like works for the story. Let's see. My number 2 is when he's explaining everything to Jay / like giving him the job offer, like I'll give you till sunrise or whatever.
Yeah.
Decide.
I do love that. The little speech he gives him.
Exactly. That's like so perfect. And
it's like people are smart. People are smart. Or a person is smart.
People are dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh damn, he's completely right. Like,
yeah.
Absolutely. Or like even, what was it? He goes, yeah, the people are allowed, or people go around every day wondering like if there's anything there, and we make sure that they don't get to know something to that effect, where it's like they're okay living, or there's always like an alien trying to blow up Earth or something like that.
Yeah.
And everything's only fine because they
make
don't
sure
know.
They don't know.
Yeah, we make sure they don't know about it. It's something about that. It's just
I think that
perfect.
that was the after he shoots the noisy cricket, right?
Right, yeah, and like with in the middle of the street, just running down. And then my number 1 is that it's an adapted Marvel comic that's kind of predated all the Marvel movies, but that's kind of what started it. Like this was before Spider-Man.
I know. I think it did well. That
they're like,
that's when they greenlit
we could
Spider-Man.
do that. Yeah. Which that's pretty cool.
I didn't know it was is it a Marvel
It is.
comic?
It says it does say a Marvel comic. Or in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
I did not.
It doesn't have like the
that.
Marvel scroll, but it's just like a Marvel adaptation. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't looked it up since, but that's just pretty cool.
That is. All right, my top 5, starting with honorable mentions. Cast, like we said. Even like I do love Tony Shalhoub in this, and then the chick is from Dogma. It's the only other thing I know
her
her
in,
in, really, or like can think of off the top of my head. And then Will Smith and Tommy Lee are perfect. The score, like you said, the Elfman score. Like when you hear that, you know it's
know
the
it
Men in Black.
exactly.
Yeah. So I hope they do play that in the new one. The tech and the weapons are awesome. The noisy cricket, and then I love when he's like, finally a real gun at the end, like, and then they shoot the spaceship out of the sky with them.
He's like, what? You went in there just to get your gun back? He's like, I like this gun.
I like this gun. And then so my number 5 is the final fight with the bug. I think it's after he gets like my favorite part is when he gets swallowed.
Yeah,
it's like keep him on the planet, don't let him leave. And then Will Smith figures out that he's smushing the bugs and pissing them off. Is that your auntie? That must be your uncle. And he just squashes him. Don't start nothing. That's a great scene. 4, finding out who the aliens are, like Danny DeVito, and I think I have the list of the ones that I know. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And then like the Dennis Rodman. At the end,
the end.
Yeah, that was good. Number 3 is like the terminology or history. So like we said earlier, like the World's Fair was cover up. And, the blackout, they gave a reason why it was
everything
the New York blackout, and then like the names of the aliens, and like a galactic week is an hour.
It's an hour.
Yeah. And then I think Centurion time is 37 hours a day.
Yeah,
He's like, you'll get used to it. It takes a while. Just like those small things, and they build on it too more. I wonder if the comic gets in depth on that, or uses some of those. I'm guessing, but
I kind of want to look at the comic and read that, especially because some of the facts that you have later.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, and then they build on it farther and farther.
Oh yeah.
Or like, what does he say? He's like, you should have been here for the whatever invasion.
Right, yeah.
Like, it was nuts. Like, yeah, they gave it like a background and a history to it, which I like.
Even with the other movies, it's like, what was it? The first space. The third one.
Third one's the first
spacewalk or whatever.
No, first rocket.
Into space.
Into space, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Number 2 is him applying for the job, doing the tests.
Oh yeah.
Dragging the table over, breaking the pencil.
Like,
hey, you want to get on this? The guy's just like, no.
The best of
and
the
they're
best
just
of the
watching,
best.
and they're just watching him. Like, and then I love the gun range scene.
Oh yeah,
is one of my favorite scenes because everyone's just unloading, and he's just like sitting there, and you just see him pull the trigger once. Edwards, any reason what's her name?
Was it little Susie?
Susie deserved a bullet in the head. Well, I thought about this guy. He's just working out. How would I feel if someone busts a cap while I was at the gym? It's like, then I thought the snarling guy was a threat, but I didn't realize he was sneezing. Like, has a reason for all of them.
But her, this little white girl
in the hood with quantum physics books, those are way too advanced for her. And I love it. I think he just like shakes his head and walks away, and he's like, well, it's a good shot though, right? It's like right in the middle.
And then he's like, tell me I'm wrong, or do I owe her an apology?
Or do I owe her an apology? Just a great scene. And then I think, is that right after he's like, yeah, well, he doesn't like authority. He's like, neither do I.
Right,
It's like perfect. And then and then they go into like, all right, gentlemen, follow me for an eye test. And then my number 1 is the Men in Black song by Will Smith. We Are the Men in Black.
We Are the Men in Black
is great. But those are my top 5.
Okay. Moving to problems, I didn't have any. This is one of those when I saw it as a kid, I'm like, this is amazing. Like, every scene is always some reference. Whenever something happens, I'm like, oh, that was like from Men in Black or something. And even watching it again, I'm like, I don't really have any issues from it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really.
I kind of like.
I just blanked on one cast member we forgot. Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, my
I don't know
God,
how we didn't bring him up. He's a great villain in this.
I was going to say, that's the first thing I remember. Like, when I think Vincent D'Onofrio, that's what I think of, is the Bug.
Is the Bug, yeah.
A young...
I completely forgot to bring him up earlier. So, yeah. Okay, but my problem was David Cross in it. Did he live? Did he die?
Very clearly died, I would say.
Well, his eyes are open-ish. And then is he the same person in the first one as he is in
the second?
Because doesn't he own the video shop?
I think so.
So maybe he left the morgue
seen 2 or 3 in a while,
and then he opened. Or he at least worked at the video store,
right? Because he just worked at the morgue. It seemed like.
Yeah, he was just like an attendant.
That's probably what it was. It's like, oh, well, we liked him from the first one.
I did read that. I think he has 2 different names on IMDb. And then the director said that he did like him in the first one, so he wanted to bring him back for the second one and give him a little bigger role.
That makes sense.
But I mean, you could work it to where he is the same guy. He
It's
survived.
a movie about aliens.
Like, Edgar was killing everyone he ran into. So, yeah, but you could work it to where he's, and then like that's why he has somewhat of a memory of them.
Yeah, where he's kind of like, oh yeah,
because he kind of knows who the Men in Black are in the second one a little bit,
at least more than the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to favorite quotes. I thought I had 4, but I only have 3. My number 1 is quite early, almost like the first couple lines in the movie.
Yeah.
Where Will Smith is chasing down
the other bug. Is he a bug?
He is a. Well,
because it seemed like he failed. to do the job.
I don't know if he's a bug because it's.
Or the
K implies it's a fish because he said his eyelids are gills.
Oh, okay.
Or it's like a fish type creature, but it's
maybe
apparently
he was
like the
hired
fastest.
by the bug or,
right.
Yeah.
But apparently he's like one of the fastest creatures because they made a big point. Like he ran him down.
Yeah.
But he goes, NYPD, knock your punk ass down.
That was a good one. And I thought that guy was Ray Park. He looks like him. But then I looked it up and it's
not him.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Disappointing. Yeah. Because he would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, parkouring and running around the city. That would.
I swore it was him, but I was just like, I guess I'm wrong.
Number 2 is, I think this is also early on in the movie, like right in that first interrogation scene when Jay and Kay meet. Kay goes, yeah, go put your thing down.
Oh, when he goes into
he's like, I'm gonna
Jeeves.
go. Yeah, into Jeeves' office. He's like, yeah, go ahead, go put your thing. Tries to intimidate him, and he's like, no.
He's gonna shoot you.
Yeah. Yeah, another one of those classic lines, like, you know what I'm gonna do to you, but this guy, I have no idea. He's crazy. He will shoot you.
You know how much that stings.
And then my number 3 quote is, a police officer brings in the dead body and the cat and Orion, and he goes, "There's a problem with the cat," and Laurel or the doctor says, "What's the problem?" He goes, "It's your problem." Like takes the paperwork and just leaves, like laughing to himself, like, "Ha, I got her."
If you fell for it.
Every time. It's definitely not the first time he's done it either, for sure.
Big dad joke. All right, my top quotes. First one is, I think it's right after he flashy things or neuralizes Laurel.
Yeah.
Laurel. And he's like, whoa. I think he does it twice to her. He's like, how many times have you done it to her? He's like, are you sure it doesn't give her brain cancer? He's like, hasn't before. Like,
which clearly implies, one, he did it in the office in the beginning that we saw.
Oh, yeah. And then
and 2,
he's
seems
done
like
it multiple times. Probably.
Plenty of times whenever they get there.
And he's like, did you ever flashy thing me? He's like, no. He's like, I'm playing with you, Kate. Did you ever flashy thing me? He's like, no.
Even though we've seen him do it.
Yeah. My number 2 is, I think they're examining. He's examining the dirt where Edgar's saucer landed.
Also, his wife
is like in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't
but
know
I
her
always
name.
remember her from this. Like,
yeah.
So like very small parts she has, but
it's like, yeah, okay, check it out. When do I get my own flashy thing memory messer upper? He's like, when you grow up. He goes, okay, and he like scratches his eye with his middle finger. And then
it's just a perfect small moment.
Yeah, and then my last one is said by 2 people, but I like them both when they say it was. But when Zed's like, "We're not hosting an intergalactic kegger down here," like I forgot what he's talking about.
It
was Reggie trying to leave? Is
either Reggie was trying to?
No, it was when the bug landed
yeah.
and they didn't know what it was. Yeah,
right. So they're like, go check it out.
Yeah, and then Jay does his imitation of it. He's like, "We're not hosting it." Is that so serious?
Goes over the top with it. But
yeah,
it works.
But those are my favorite quotes.
Okay, now that we're done with quotes, let's move on to some TNT trivia about the movie, starting with Who Am I?
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
The blue.
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady, bitch!
I am your father.
I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman!
I am the Clit Commander!
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, biatch!
Okay, so I will start my Who Am I? Is I am known for Men in Black, Dancer in the Dark, Going in Style, and Forrest Gump.
Going in Style.
Men in Black, Dancer in the Dark, Going in Style, and Forrest Gump.
The Forrest Gump's throwing me.
Yes, that's... Let's see. Looking for some recent stuff. Elementary, American Gods, MacGyver.
American Gods. Damn it.
We did just talk about this person. Baby Mama, 30 Rock, Fever Pitch.
Is it the Edgar's wife?
Oh, Holes. That might give it away. Yes.
Is it?
Edgar's wife,
Is
Holes.
it? Okay.
I just got to that point in her filmography. Holes. Yeah, she's Stanley's mom in Holes.
Oh, she's the school bus driver in Forrest Gump.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh, yeah, she was in What We Do in the Shadows, too.
Siobhan Fallon Hogan, I believe is how you say her name. Yes. Name is pronounced Siobhan. Glad. See, more things should do that. how you pronounce
it. Yeah.
Sadly, most of her trivia is that she was close friends with a lot of actresses right up until they died.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's at least two of them here. Her family is also a bunch of actors. Her cousin, a cousin of hers is Maura Knowles. I'm not sure if that is, but her son is Pete Hogan, who's another actor, and she's an aunt to a songwriter. So her family's very much in the business, I would say. And she's of Irish descent on both sides of her family.
She has a what?
She is of Irish descent.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if her hair would have given that away, but those are my facts about her.
Okay. All right, my Who Am I? Men in Black, The Larry Sanders Show, Freddy Got Fingered, and Dodgeball.
I had a guess, and then Dodgeball kind of threw it. I mean, my guess would be David Cross, just because
Nope.
that's not it.
That's not it. When I say it, you're gonna be mad.
Oh, well, look at me. I clicked off of it. I don't know why. What was the list again?
Men in Black, Larry Sanders Show, Freddy Got Fingered, and Dodgeball.
Oh, I should have picked this guy. Oh my God, I should have picked that guy. Freddy Got Fingered. Rip Torn?
Yes.
I was like,
Patches.
Yeah, that's why. When I got to him, I'm like, wait a second.
Wait a second. That is correct. He had some weird facts. I have two normal ones, or I'll go with the weirdest one. On January 29th, 2010, so 9 years ago, he was arrested in Connecticut after police found him passed out holding a loaded gun on the floor of a bank that had just been broken into. Torn was drunk and thought the bank was his home. He was charged with criminal trespass and carrying a firearm without a permit, carrying a firearm while intoxicated, burglary, and criminal mischief. He later pleaded guilty and was given a suspended 2.5-year prison sentence and 3 years of probation, during which time he was forbidden to carry a firearm.
Well,
yeah. So I'm guessing that's why he's not in the third one.
Probably. That would have been around that.
Yep. He has played 3 American presidents, Ulysses S. Grant, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Richard Nixon. And then he was the league commissioner of GSN's Extreme Dodgeball.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I was just scrolling through the cast, and yes, that is the one guy from Blue Streak, because that's the first thing he's known for. I guess apparently Vern Troyer's in this movie.
Oh, yeah. I saw him this time. He's right when Jay walks up to that one alien. He's like, that guy. Anyone would be pissed after traveling this far. There's like 2 smaller aliens that he walks past just before, and he's the smaller of the 2.
Got it. And then the other guy, the van driver from the beginning of the movie.
He was just in a Psych episode I watched.
Really?
Yeah, he plays the one with the chick from Bourne.
Wait, I'm
spy
remembering
one. Yeah, it was the chick from Bourne, the Bourne Identity and Supremacy.
Yes.
They're like spies.
Yeah. He's also in Napoleon Dynamite. He's Uncle Rico.
Uncle? Yeah, Uncle Rico.
I was like, that's why he looks so familiar. Okay, so facts about the movie itself. My number 1 is Vincent D'Onofrio researched his role as Edgar by watching a lot of bug documentaries. In order to achieve his character's distinctive walk, he put on a knee brace so he couldn't bend his legs and taped up his ankles.
Jeez.
My number 2 is that Linda Fiorentino, the main girl in this, won her role in Men in Black in a poker game with Barry Sonnenfeld, the director.
That's awesome.
And then my last one, at the end of the film, Agent J reveals to Agent L that Dennis Rodman is an alien. This was changed to Michael Jackson in the German, Spanish, and French dubbing of the film due to Dennis Rodman not being widely known in Germany, Spain, or France. Oddly enough, Michael Jackson makes a cameo appearance in Men in Black 2.
Yeah, as an alien, too.
Yeah.
That wants to join the Men in Black. All right, my 3. I actually have a 4th one, too, that I thought was kind of cool. But my first one is that the known aliens visible on screen are Hal Roker, Dane DeVito, the director, Barry Sonnenfeld, his daughter, Chloe, who was in the second one. She's trying to get the Rugrats stamps.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone, Newt Gingrich, Tony Robbins, George Lucas, and the executive producer, Steven Spielberg.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There was a couple other ones, like musicians I didn't know, so I didn't put them. And then my next 2 have to do with the comic, actually. Tommy Lee Jones only accepted the role of Kay after Steven Spielberg promised the script would improve. He had been disappointed with the first draft, which he felt that did not capture the tone of the comic.
So Tommy Lee Jones reads comics?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what I get.
Or at least had read that one. Right. I bet you when they offered him the role, he read it.
He probably looked it up.
And then when he read the script, it was like, oh,
what is this?
Very different. Because the actual comic is much darker and drier than this like family-oriented type comedy. In the comics, the MIB survey not only extraterrestrial activity, but paranormal and supernatural activity on Earth as well. They are allowed to maintain secrecy by any means necessary, including elimination. They also had a secret agenda to manipulate and reshape the world in their own image by keeping the supernatural hidden. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I did like
kind of see like where just a couple more things and they would get to that point in like these movies.
And then my other one that I read, so I guess the 2 aliens that are talking in the about the galaxy or whatever that Edgar kills.
Yeah.
I guess in the original script they were warring over the galaxy, and they were finally gonna like make an agreement, and so that's why Edgar kills them to keep the war going.
Oh.
So that, and then I guess they were like, yeah, it was super easy to change because they're speaking an alien, so you just had to dub it and then put a different subtitle, and then so they switched it to Edgar wants to steal the galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say, I mean, you're dealing with alien space stuff, so
yeah,
you can pretty much do it to whatever you want it to be.
But those are my trivia.
Your trivia
facts.
Okay. Final thoughts about the movie, which I did write one down, and then as I was looking up my trivia, it got confirmed, and I was like,
my first thought,
even
too.
though I was like, I know this is exactly what it is. Yeah. But the same bridge that he jumps off of to like jump. I was gonna ask about the sticker. But
new shirt.
When he jumps off the bridge onto like the double-decker bus, that's the same bridge from I Am Legend.
Yes,
and then it is
that's the zombies set the trap for him.
Yeah, where like the little doll moves, and you're like, oh shit. But yes, it is confirmed to be the same bridge. And also, that's the same bridge from the Avengers.
Yes.
The New York fight scene.
Yeah. I did like. I was gonna bring this up that it's like how will we fund it or whatever, and they've just been patenting alien technology.
Oh yeah, that's another.
I thought
cool,
that
like,
was
little,
a cool.
It's like, well, we borrowed some alien stuff. And
Yeah.
Didn't they? What? Like Velcro and
Velcro was one of them.
something else. That's,
And then I did like that they brought up the little disc. This is gonna replace CDs.
This is gonna be huge.
Yeah, that was funny. He names a couple other things though, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little world, like the real world building touch that we talked about earlier.
Yeah. But other than that, I think kind of hit on everything.
Yeah, I didn't watch any.
Yeah, I don't have it on DVD, so I didn't see any special features. But I feel like maybe I'm just gonna start YouTubing it.
Just
and
YouTubing
see
the
if I can
special
find.
Yeah, I'm sure most of them.
At least
they
if there's
rip it on
deleted
there.
scenes, they'll put them on.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube. I know.
Bloopers for sure make it to
Yeah.
YouTube somehow.
Yeah, so maybe I'll start doing that because all that stuff is pretty interesting. And like a movie like this too, like the behind the scenes would be crazy.
Yes, but I mean,
Just like that. Oh, and I did like their headquarters was modeled after like a 1960s airport. Did you read that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Because like I guess that's when the aliens first landed, so it's kind of like trapped in time where Men in Black, and like that's why he drives an older car.
Oh, okay.
And
that makes sense.
Yeah, but they model it after that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, but I feel like
it
a
does
lot
kind of have that airport feel. Yeah.
If you do read all the trivia, a lot of it does come from the special features and the behind the scenes.
And especially having like, I'm sure Spielberg was on set a couple times, but like having him on with everyone, that'd be cool to see.
Okay, next up, we'll pretend like we're in charge and recast the movie.
I really loved, and I know why.
Yeah. So I've been watching. I've been watching Psych lately, and I couldn't think of like a theme to do it. So I was like, I'm just gonna recast it as if or using the cast of Psych. So for J, I went with James Roday, Spencer, K, Dulé Hill. Zed, I went with the Chief, Kristen Nelson. That was a tough one because I wanted to do Corbin.
Yeah,
but
either one of those would have been good. But I like what you.
Edgar, I went with Lassie, Timothy. Would you say it?
Amundsen.
And then I went Frank for Corbin. I think
that
that's
is
a better voice to do that. Dr. Weaver or Laura, Maggie Lawson, and then Jeeves was between Buzz or Woody. And I think I would go with Woody though. Kurt Fuller.
We're not reviewing Toy Story yet.
Yeah.
Also, which I wouldn't doubt if that's where they got those two.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at that up, but that would make sense.
It's nice to watch it on Amazon because like it'll pop up the trivia on the side, which is cool. So like I'll read certain things on there, and then like if I'll go back and I'll look at the trivia on IMDb of the episodes. Yeah. It's pretty. Some of it's pretty cool, but yeah. So that's my recasting.
Oh, I love it. I was in the same vein, but I didn't want to do Psych again because it would probably
just be the very similar,
the very same list. But I went with another two. I went with Friends.
Yeah.
Recast it with Friends characters or actors. So for K, I went with Matthew Perry or Chandler.
Yeah.
J, Matt LeBlanc, Joey. For Zed, I went with David Schwimmer.
That's a good one
because I was reading in the trivia. He was up for J, I think. Yeah.
There was a lot of people up for J.
For Edgar, I went with Courtney Cox because I had to kind of mix it, but I feel like she could play the villain type.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. For Frank, I went with Lisa Kudrow because
that would be a funny voice to see coming out of Frank.
Yeah, she could do the voice, and her character evens out there a little bit. For Dr. Weaver, I went with Jennifer Aniston. And then Jeeves, I went with Paul Rudd.
That's a good one, too.
because I was like, I need another one.
Yeah.
And even like when I googled Friends cast just to make sure I got the actors right, and Paul
He
Rudd
was-
was like
he's
he's
high
like
up
the
there.
fourth one.
He's pretty high up there. He was on a couple seasons of it, wasn't
Yeah.
Or at least the last one for sure.
At least, yeah. I think it was just one. Because I remember
One full one?
Yeah, because I remember in interviews, it's like, oh yeah, he's coming on, and then it's over.
That is a good one. I like that.
Okay, so that's our recasting. Now it's time for us to rank our top 5 Tommy Lee Jones movies. I'll go first. My honorable mentions. The first one, Jason Bourne. He played in the most
newest
recent
one?
one.
Yeah, I haven't
He's the
seen that one.
director.
Okay.
You should
need to-
watch the new one.
The new one?
Or all of them.
I rewatched one, Identity. I just haven't gotten around to
Because it's Identity, Supremacy,
see
and Ultimatum.
and then Legacy with Jeremy Renner, not Matt Damon.
I thought
Did you
that
ever
was
see that one?
Ultimatum. Yes, I have seen that one.
No, that's Legacy.
So they made 5?
4.
Because the most
Or
recent,
five,
the most
five.
recent one's Jason. Oh,
It's just Jason Bourne. Or Bourne, right? It's just Bourne.
I think it's just Bourne.
yeah.
Either way, but
Yeah, no, Ultimatum still had Matt Damon.
yeah, that's right.
I did rewatch one, though. I did forget a lot about that.
I was just saying a lot of the series.
Also, like, what's it, Clive Owen? I forgot he was in one.
He's the bad, like the
One of the
other
assassins,
henchman,
yeah.
My other honorable mention for Tommy Lee would be Man of the House.
That's a good
I
one.
don't know how I've seen that movie, but I think it was on one time, and I'm just like, well, might as well.
Where he's watching over all the
Oh,
cheerleaders.
yeah, he's like a sheriff, and he's
Yeah.
watching the cheerleader. Which, when I saw it on the list, I'm like, this isn't the Man of the House I'm thinking of.
What's the other? Who's in the other one? It's Chevy Chase, right?
It's Chevy Chase, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and
Is
Farrah
it man? Is
Fawcett.
that called Man of the House?
Yes. I know that because that was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah, where he joins Boy Scouts.
Just-
yeah.
to
That
get
is a
away
good-
to get away from the gangster from the guy who always plays the gangster.
I'm
Trying to think of what else he's in.
Let me see. While I
go over the rest of my list. My number 5, Captain America, where he plays the general.
I love when he throws the grenade.
Yeah, he's like, well, where's one with guts? He just takes it and chucks it. My number 4, Men in Black. Not any of them, just all of them.
All of them, yeah.
It's pretty much the same for like all of these. I kind of grouped them all together.
Is it
The bald guy, yeah.
the ball guy? Oh yeah.
He always plays some kind of crime or mob boss.
Yeah, he was in Sopranos for 4 years.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. My number 3, Batman Forever, which is the fabulous photo we have of him.
Yes.
Number 2, The Fugitive, just because it's always on TV.
It is.
And my number 1 Tommy Lee movie is Under Siege.
Him as the
Phenomenal. Him as the bad guy.
Yeah. He's either like way over the top or just like a dead serious. Like
Exactly. And it works.
there's no in between. For
Whichever
him.
way he does, it works perfectly.
Yeah, he's either and it's like either dead serious, like in a serious movie, or he's dead serious in a comedy.
Which makes it funny.
Yeah.
You didn't think it would work, and then it does.
Yes. Okay, my honorable mentions. No Country for Old Men, just because I haven't seen it in a while. But that is a good movie. Captain America, just because he's got a smaller role. I think that's why I didn't make the top 5.
Right. It's more of like a, hey, we got Tommy Lee.
Yeah. Small Soldiers, just
Yeah.
because he's the voice. I completely forgot about that one until I looked it up. And then I got Under Siege as my honorable mention. I just haven't seen it as many
I fucking love that movie.
as many as my top 5. I've probably seen it.
I don't.
It would be 6 though. I think it would be my 6.
It's got Gary Busey in it.
It does, yeah. Seagal as a chef.
I'm just a chef.
kind of want to go watch that now.
I love that movie.
But number 5 is Natural Born Killers. That cast is crazy, and he plays like this crazy over the top warden. I think it's perfect. 4, Volcano. That's one of his like serious in a serious role, but it's such a ridiculous premise too. But I love that one. Number 3, same as yours, Batman Forever. He saves him and Jim Carrey saved that movie.
Which the fact that Tommy Lee hated working with Jim Carrey on that movie makes it that much better.
Yeah, but like, because I don't know, Val Kilmer was okay. I think he's my least favorite. Though.
I think so, just because he just played it so straight, like not even trying to go one way or the other.
And there was no difference between Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah, it was just the same.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, all the Men in Blacks, all his roles in those. And then number 1, The Fugitive, because I've probably seen it about a million times. And he has the best line. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
It's like, I don't care.
I don't care. Okay, now that we're done with ranking, our last segment, we're going to talk about some geek news of the past week.
Clark Kent, just a mild-mannered reporter.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous. General,
Haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
Well, I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've done some...
Oh, right, the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
You serious?
First up on the docket, Swamp Thing was canceled after its first episode.
Yeah, I guess the production was having, or the North Carolina or something was
screwed them.
Yeah, pretty much is exactly what happened.
Yeah, so the reason, and this is also the reason they went from 13 to 10
yeah.
because they had already went over budget on the 10, and then they found out on top of that the tax break from North Carolina was like half of what they were supposed to get. They were originally supposed to get $40 million from them, and I think the original, it was like $80 million was the budget. Yeah. I think they went to 85 or 87.
Right. Which who would have thought making a
weekly horror movie or
with
television show
with tons of like makeup and prosthetics in a swamp, like
but they were supposed to get $40 million tax rebate, and they got 14, I think it was. Which sucks because that first episode is awesome.
Everyone's reviewing it so well.
And I'm not a big horror guy.
Right,
but this first episode was good. And it was all. And I don't want to spoil it, but we do get Swamp Thing at the very end.
Oh, we're like away.
I figured they were going to wait a few episodes.
That's
but
probably perfect. It's like no, let's get him in there.
And the thing is like I didn't know who the actor that was playing Alec Holland was. Yeah. But I liked him a lot. I was like, I like this guy. I don't know. Like, I want to see him in more things. And like, I was like, I kind of hope they don't turn him into Swamp Thing right away. But I was like, oh damn it. Like him and the chick from Gotham. She played Falcone's daughter.
Yeah.
They had like good chemistry too. Which
I was gonna say, it seems like they saved a ton of money there by casting not like big names.
Yeah.
But even still, like not getting $26 million. That's like huge.
And then I was even like move it to a different state, but then you're paying again to make all these sets that you originally
remake the sets, ship the sets. Even I mean, even the whole with Georgia now, they're gonna screw themselves. Like all these companies leaving.
So no, I'm gonna never go to North Carolina. I'm very angry with that state. But people are saying they won't air the rest of them, but I mean, you paid for them, why not?
Right.
But I guess like it's gonna suck because then I'm gonna want season 2.
They definitely shot it without ending it, I'm sure.
Hopefully they changed it.
Yeah.
Maybe leave only one or two things left unsaid. But.
Right. Well, because also which kind of
Yeah, this is another.
Actually, kind of going into, I'll pick it up here. Kind of going into my news. Warner Media, their streaming service, is rumored to cost about $16 or $17 a month. So now
it's funny because me and Luch were talking. I was like, "Well, you want to be competitive?" Because this was before they announced it. I was like, you think he's like, it's probably going to be super expensive. I was like, "No, you think they want to compete with Disney?" And then they posted this. I was like, "We were just talking about this.
Twice as expensive as Disney's going to be." It's more expensive than Netflix.
I will say though, you do get,
but you get a ton.
HBO Cinemax, or was it? It was one other big one. Which both of those alone, HBO Go is like $15,
right?
Or HBO Now, and then Cinemax is probably $8 or $9,
right, a month.
Yeah, and
so,
then you get. And I guess they own TNT, TBS.
Well, the thing, Warner just bought a bunch of whole new They just bought a bunch of new small online studios.
Okay.
Small studio production companies. So
okay.
The stuff I watched, the Rooster Teeth stuff, they've been bought out. Not bought out, but their parent company was AT&T. Now it's Warner. So all their stuff is going to be on there too.
So it'd be worth. And then I'm guessing that they haven't announced if DC Universe is going to get.
That's what I was going to get into.
So I might switch to a monthly,
right? Instead of paying the full,
just so that when this does open up, I'll just go cancel this. Or I'm guessing it's going to get canceled,
right? Because they said they were reevaluating whether they're going to keep with that or fold it into.
And I've heard a billion different things DC Universe is doing well. It's not doing well,
right? Every week it changes.
Yeah.
I
think it's doing well.
If you go based just on the shows, it's Titans was mostly well received, I think.
Yes, yeah, that
and
was.
Then
Doom Patrol
Doom Patrol's been doing very well. The first Swamp Thing, everyone loves, but
Young Justice and
exactly.
We'll see what they do. Out. Yeah, I mean the animated shows are easy to do. I wonder if they move forward with Stargirl though.
True, because I don't think they've started anything. No,
really. They've just.
They got the cast, but
yeah, because I think Young Justice is going to start soon up again, and then I think they go into Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's next,
and then I don't know if it was Stargirl that was going to be first or Titan season 2, and they haven't announced if Doom Patrol's getting a season 2.
Titan season 2 because I've seen they're shooting stuff. Yeah,
I didn't see much other news that interests me. I know Lucifer got signed on for fifth and final, but I haven't watched that show.
I think Pattinson is official Batman. Or I don't.
Oh yeah, he's finally
official.
Happy and Deadly Class got canceled. Happy after season 2,
really?
Which sucked.
Oh, what was another? There was another show. I think it might have been Deadly Class. I saw that.
Yeah, they got axed after 1. So I was going to watch that one, but now probably not. Yeah, Sci-Fi is another one that's not good with. They cancel shows too early.
Yeah, there was another show. It might have been Deadly Class, but there was one I'm like, oh really? I thought that was doing pretty well. I think it was Good Place, but I think they said they were going to end it anyway.
Oh, after the next one.
Season,
yeah. I mean, there's only so much in that story. As long as they finish the story, it's fine.
Then it'll be fine.
Okay, before we wrap up, we'll look ahead to what's coming. We're going to have episode 104 next week. We're doing basketball with Dave Messina, so that should be a good one.
That'll be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said a couple weeks ago when we wrote it, I think the first time I saw it, you might have been there, was
at Dave's.
At Dave's.
I'm pretty sure it was at Dave's. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix too. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's so fun. It is on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. And then episode 105, we do have an opening. So Mike Coca,
get your shit together.
Pick a movie.
Pick a movie and let's do this.
Yes. And then the week after that, leave it to a surprise.
Yes.
We'll announce it next week.
I'm trying to even remember, and we just talked about it.
Another guest. A returning guest.
Oh, already?
That'll be the week after the blank one.
Oh, yes. Get ready, everybody.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, have you seen that one? I know Tim. Oh, damn it! I know.
You're Tim, though.
I know our guest hasn't seen it yet.
We need a bleep.
We
button.
won't. We won't say what movie, but yes, Tim Gavin will be returning.
Yeah, I know I've seen this one.
Okay.
I know I have.
Okay, before I ruin
before we just tell you what we're doing.
That's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. Remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review. And we are also now on Spotify and Radio Now.
And Podcast Bean.
Podbean. That one's a tough one. I'm trying to figure it out. But we're on 2 new ones.
Yes.
Try to add them to more. If you have one that you want to listen to it on, let us know.
Let us know, yeah.
We'll try to get it on there.
So look for us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony, and we are the Dynamic Duo.
Good night.